From WHOI TV, this is Heart of Illinois News at 10.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm David Scott.
And I'm Amy Fuller. We start off tonight, a huge snowstorm taking its toll on the heart of Illinois tonight.
Now, Rick Kirby is out live in the midst of it, and we will go to him now with the latest. Rick, how much snow has fallen so far?
Well, guys, the flakes are getting bigger and the snow is mounting down here. We'll take a look at what has fallen so far. And right here, it looks like about 3 inches. But again, the snow is quickly beginning to accumulate. Now, we'll take a look right now at the warnings and advisories that are out there. And there are many. Most importantly, for our viewing area, a heavy snow warning for tonight and early tomorrow. There are also snow advisories in effect, winter storm watches, and a winter storm warning right now over much of Missouri. Now, here's what the radar looks like, and this is over the past 60 minutes. Almost all of us now seeing at least light to moderate snowfall, and again, the heavier snow now beginning to push in from the southern part of our viewing area. The roads out here, not too bad. They're very slippery, though, especially secondary roads. If you can stay inside tonight, do it, and before you go outside tomorrow, check out things, because we expect some very heavy snow to fall. There's the regional Doppler radar right now. Now, the expected snowfall across our viewing area looks to be quite heavy. The snowstorm we have been tracking has moved a little farther north, and that has put us in the heavier snow band. Peoria, Bloomington, 6 to 10 inches of possibility. Galesburg could see that kind of snow as well. In fact, all of us have the possibility of seeing 3 to 6 inches of snowfall before it all ends sometime tomorrow. So that's the very latest, guys. We'll have a lot more coming up in weather. Meanwhile, the flakes continue to get bigger and wetter.
It looks mighty pretty out there, Rick, but I bet it's not that fun. Thanks. We'll hear from you later.
Ugly for driving, certainly. Our first big snowfall of the season, and people all over the region have been talking about it all day.
And although we go through this every year, we still seem to have a hard time adjusting to it every winter. But the weather hasn't kept everyone inside. People were out doing all sorts of things today. A big one, Christmas shopping.
Christine Rohr was also out in the snow tonight. She joins us now live with more. Christine, how are people handling all the snow?
Well, Dave, you can't deny it. The snow is absolutely gorgeous, and everyone agrees with that. But most of them said they'd still much rather be back home inside where it's nice and warm. And the kids, you can imagine how they're reacting. They're all praying for snow closings tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock at night, and the snow is pouring down. So why would anyone be out?
I really don't know.
But most people do know Christmas is only 16 days away. So their plan, hit the stores when there's a good chance the weather could put other shoppers in hibernation.
Well, we were already out in it, and I only have a few days that I can go shopping.
But some were more than eager to get out of this mess and head home to a warm house and, of course...
I'm trying to hurry up and get home and watch the Bulls game.
Most adults aren't too thrilled to see the snow, but the kids have one word for it: fun.
We get to go sledding, skiing, and have snowball fights.
And then there's always the optimistic.
Consider I haven't lived here for 3 years. I kind of like it.
Yeah, stick around until February, and we'll see if you've changed your mind. Okay, if you are hitting the roads tonight, both Peoria and Tazewell counties say the roads are, of course, snow-covered and slick. But as of now, there are no road closings. And Rick Kirby, the photographer, have just challenged me to a snowball fight. So I'll toss it back to you, Amy and Dave.
Okay.
Have fun.
Uh-oh, she's getting beat already. Christine,
time for her to defend herself.
Go defend yourself. Goodbye. Oh my, is she gone? Okay, we want to remind you of the latest on school closings on Good Morning HOI. As for right now, no school closings, right? As for this moment, we
That
repeat.
probably will change between now and tomorrow.
I know, that's on the kids' minds. Moving on tonight, in other news. This Friday marks the 2-year anniversary of an alleged incident of sexual harassment at Mitsubishi Motors in Normal.
And tonight we talk with one woman who still works there who says it has changed her life forever.
The woman is part of the EEOC's giant sexual harassment lawsuit against the company.
In an exclusive interview, HOI's Jamie LaRue talks with one female employee about what she went through and continues to put up with.
Patricia calls herself a survivor with a little bit of grit, a title she says she's earned the hard way.
In the last particularly year and a half, I've been subjected to what seems to be unabating retaliation.
Retaliation, she says, for reporting and testifying to several incidents of alleged sexual harassment against her. The incidents include someone allegedly putting a stripper picture and obscene material in and on her toolbox.
I felt violated, humiliated, angry, There was some fear on my part.
And then Patricia says the worst incident happened.
There was a face shield put on my toolbox. Into it had been carved a picture of a naked woman bending over with her legs spread.
And Patricia says she's upset it took the company so long to address the problem.
I think the company allowed really a despicable situation to fester in there until it just came to a head with the lawsuit.
And in the media, the case attracted international attention, and Patricia says many men inside blamed her.
It's driven the guys underground, so they have to become just a little bit more imaginative. They can't do it out in the open, and that's what's happened to me.
Patricia says there have been several incidents of retaliation against her. She also says,
any man who wants to perpetrate an act of sexual harassment can still do it.
Patricia says after all the acts of retaliation, having to go on prescription medication and get counseling to help deal with her emotions, she still works at the plant. She says after all this, she shouldn't have to leave her job.
If and when it happens again, I'd have to report it. I had to report it before.
Until then, Patricia says she won't work in silence any longer.
People need to know that the allegations made by the EEOC are true, that things went on in there, that they continue to go on.
Jamie LaRue, HOI News at 10.
Now, the EEOC's case against Mitsubishi is still pending, and Patricia is one of the 289 women suing the company. Well, police say someone broke into the house of a Peoria man whose girlfriend allegedly tried to kill him with cooking grease. Chester Parkman told police someone broke into his home yesterday and stole a shotgun. Parkman said the gun was hidden under his bed. Police have no suspects tonight. Parkman's girlfriend, Christina Mack, is in jail, charged with violating her probation.
Police are still investigating vandalism at a Caterpillar employee's home. Police say they found jack rocks, nails welded together like this. Apparently we don't see that. In the woman's tires. They also found them in her driveway and on nearby roads. The woman told police that she thinks she might have been targeted because of the position that she holds at CAT.
Well, fans from all over the state and really the nation are saying goodbye to the original Bozo the Clown, who died yesterday.
Rob Bell, who played the now famous role for 25 years, and one Heart of Illinois man had a front row seat for part of that time.
Tonight, HOI's Karen May talked with that man about what it was like to work with the man who portrayed America's favorite clown.
That's probably from 1981 or something. That's when I used to usher the show. And they made me wear that blazer.
John Sowen is paging through his memories of a piece of Chicago history. Dozens of photos documenting his 6.5 years working for the Bozo Show and getting to know Bob Bell, the man who played the starring role for 25 years.
He was real technical and real to the point during rehearsals and during writing sessions and stuff like that. But once the show came on, he was like a 60-year-old kid. As far as Bozo goes, he was it.
And Bell charmed adults as well as children.
I mean, most of the parents were, if they were in their mid-30s, they were kids when the show started out, and they remembered the show being live at noon, and now they finally get to see the Bozo Show when they're 35 years old, and so they were the ones who were actually more excited than the kids.
But all that came to an end for Bell when he retired from the Bozo Show in 1984. Sowen vividly remembers Bell's last show.
And this is from the last day, just a huge pie fight that just happened. The audience ended up getting in on it, and we were all just covered in it.
But Sowen says after Bell turned in his red hair and floppy shoes, he never wanted the public to know that he was the man behind the costume. Karen May, HOI News at 10.
Fond memories.
And still around. Amazing. It'll probably keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
Illinois' new education funding plan may help many area schools, but the Paradise Casino says it will deal them a major blow. We'll have the story.
And a towering problem for Peoria County might be over. That is all straight ahead on HOI News at 10.
And the snow continues to pile up. A heavy snow warning for tonight and early tomorrow. We'll show you the latest radar and have the complete first one forecast coming up.
Hi, I'm Susan Dunbar from Camp Carroll, Korea. I want to say hello to my family and friends in number 3 in Chillicothe, Illinois. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You're watching HOI News at 10 with David Scott, Amy Fuller, meteorologist Rick Kirby, and sports director Jim Matson. Tomorrow morning.
How much snow will we get? I'll have your first warn forecast, and if there are school closings, we'll have them first.
Tomorrow morning from 5:30 to 7 on Good Morning HOI.
This baby's got the best picture I have ever seen. I'm talking about Hitachi's new super bright SBX big screen TV. It's a whole new ball game. If you are considering a big screen TV, you owe it to yourself to see the new Hitachi SBX. At Sherman's, you'll get a free extended warranty and next day delivery express. At Sherman's, we're beating every price every day. Peoria, Normal, and Peru.
Can we use a rigid ladder-type frame to reach new heights in performance? Can the cab-forward concept create more room, even in the trunk? When it comes to what you'll expect down the road, do we have things pretty well covered? These are the questions. This is the answer. Dodge Stratus. Starting under $14,400, $18,400 impressively equipped.
I work for home health care, and I take care of elderly people who are unable to leave their homes. At Christmas time, my patients need a lot of extra help. With Ada, for example, I'll sit down and make out a list with her. The first place that comes to mind for either of us is Walmart. Gifts, decorations, perfume. She really enjoys Walmart because of the prices, and it's inexpensive and within her budget. Sometimes I feel like Santa's little helper. I couldn't possibly do it without Walmart.
HOI News at 10 is brought to you in part by Walmart.
It was a quiet night for Peoria City Council after weeks of debating over the budget. The budget was finally resolved last week, and tonight residents had a chance to voice their concerns over it, but no one did. Also up for discussion tonight was the Charter Oak Road extension. That extension would connect Charter Oak Road and Route 150. The council approved the design contract at just over $450,000. The conflict over cellular phone towers came to an end today in Peoria County. The board is approving a petition by 360 Communications to move forward with a cellular phone tower. The unanimous vote ended months of conflict over the tower's location and size. In fact, the board even commended the cellular company for agreeing to move the tower further away from Jubilee State Park's entrance.
Officials with the Paradise Riverboat Casino say the new education funding bill will force them to make some big changes. The $500 million boost to school funding will come from increased taxing of riverboat casinos as well as cigarettes and telephone calls. Paradise officials say the tax will be graduated, meaning the more they earn, the more they pay. They say that will take a big chunk of their 1998 revenues.
What that means to us is it'll be approximately $2.7 million in additional tax for the 1998 year. Some of the things that we are going to do to try and offset that it's quite a challenge.
And Paradise officials won't say exactly what changes they may make next year.
Well, a big storm tonight might make it a white Christmas this year and maybe a little early.
Rick Kirby is out live in East Peoria tonight. Rick, how are those roads looking out there?
Well, guys, these roads here, not too terribly bad. The secondary roads are incredibly slick and snow-covered. If you're going to be out tonight, take it easy. Best advice, stay inside. Let's take a look at the 24-hour planner for tomorrow. We'll look for the snow to taper off at least by midday, then some light snow or flurries in the afternoon. Highs only in the lower 30s. Your complete forecast is coming up next. By the way, WHOI is looking for the best and brightest holiday light displays this Christmas. Please send us a non-returnable photo or VHS tape of your decorated house with your name, address, and phone number to us at the station at 500 North Stewart Street in Creve Coeur. If your display is shown on the air, you'll receive a special Christmas ornament from Divas in Peoria. This year's best and brightest will air beginning on the 15th.
HOI First Warn Weather is brought to you by American Family Insurance.
The wedding was lovely.
It was absolutely perfect.
For their daughter's wedding, the DeHammers borrowed the money they needed from American Family Financial Services.
When she was a little girl, she tried on my wedding dress.
Our daughter was the sweetest thing we ever had, and she's my baby. I really didn't want to let her go.
We arranged a loan through our American Family Insurance agent.
He was just great.
All your protection and financial services under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
What is it that makes Pioneer Hybrid different from other seed companies? It's what we call the total package. It's research delivering one-of-a-kind genetics proven to yield. It's a responsible approach to technology, bringing you the traits you want for higher returns from every acre. It's production, committed to quality, purity, and reliable supply. It's agronomists and salespeople helping you get the most from every seed. Pioneer, it is technology that yields.
Not everyone gets to be home for the holidays. That happens when you work for a global company. But almost like magic, we help dissolve distances and reunite families. It occurs in our video conference rooms all over the world, in places like Japan, England, Singapore, Brazil, and right here at home, bridging continents and bringing loved ones together at a special time of year. It's the next best thing to being home for the holidays.
Choices and lots of them. We've got it at K's Merchandise at guaranteed low prices. Get a great workout with the Weeder Butterfly Weight Bench Combo. Includes 100-pound vinyl weights at only $79.97. Or get the 2-horsepower Westlow Cadence 885 treadmill with auto incline, thumb pull sensor, and cushion deck, sale $348.84. Purchase a DSS system and subscribe to DirecTV's Total Choice program and receive 18 pay-per-view coupons free plus a $75 instant rebate. Choices and lots of them make K's a little different and a lot better.
HOI First Warn Weather with meteorologist Rick Kirby has earned the seal of approval from the American Meteorological Society and the National Weather Association.
And welcome back. We've been outside monitoring the snowfall all night long, and it continues to pile up. Now, right now in East Peoria, here at the intersection of Main and Washington, we have a little over 3 inches as we focus in. We're trying. We got a wet lens out here, but about 3 inches of snow. And again, it continues to fall. Now, we have some video as well to show you. This is what it has looked like across the area tonight. Of course, the snow plows have been out all night long trying to keep up with the snow. But as soon as they clear the roads, of course, the roads become covered up once again. So the best advice for tonight, folks, is simply to stay inside. And tomorrow morning, we could have some big problems around here with expected snowfalls. In some places, up to 10 inches. Of course, everybody hasn't minded the snow. As you can see, a couple of youngsters there taking a walk in the park tonight. Well, let's take a look at some advisories and warnings that are in effect right now. We have a heavy snow warning over much of our viewing area for tonight and early tomorrow for the possibility of 6 to 10 inches, and it is quickly piling up out here. There are also snow advisories and a winter storm warning in effect for much of Missouri right now. Meanwhile, here's our radar, and you can see the precipitation that's spreading over most of our viewing area right now. Light to moderate snowfall, and some of the snow now becoming a little bit heavier than it has been earlier tonight. The regional Doppler radar shows quite an area of snow over much of Iowa, northern Missouri, and northern Indiana as well. So certainly not a good night to be traveling across the Midwest, and we may see quite a few travel problems by tomorrow morning, and we anticipate quite a few school closings as well. Remember, a lot of the outlying counties don't even plow roads until sunrise tomorrow. Now, there's the snow forecast. Peoria, Bloomington, right in that swath of 6 to 10 inches of possible snow. Most of us are a real good bet for 3 to 6 inches, and many of us already have 3 inches on the ground right now. All right, take a look at temperatures right now across heart of Illinois neighborhoods. Judy St. John of Wyoming, 30 degrees right now. She has 2 inches on the ground. Darcy Anderson out of Bradley University, 29, has 2.5 inches. And Rick Swanson in Pekin right now, 31 degrees. He reports 3 inches of snowfall. Current conditions right now in Peoria. Of course, we have some light snow falling at the moment. 32 the current temperature, so that's a critical temperature for the roadways. The wind chill is 20 right now with the northeast wind at 9 miles per hour. Bloomington normal, of course, snow is falling as well. It's 32 degrees. The wind chill is 10. Winds from the northeast right now at 16 miles per hour, certainly adding a little bit of a bite to the air tonight. We'll see windy conditions tomorrow morning as well, and that will probably blow some of this snow around. There's our high today, only 33. It was 30 for the overnight low last night. The Illinois River today, 12.2 feet. Sunset tonight came at 4:31. Our satellite picture shows lots of clouds across the northern 2/3 of the country, and those clouds are bringing quite a bit of precipitation across much much of the Midwest tonight. There's the storm system now beginning to push into western Missouri. The expected storm track looks something like this across St. Louis, then southern Illinois, and that storm track right there puts us in the heaviest band of expected snowfall. The clouds will hold up temperatures a bit overnight tonight. Look for an overnight low not to drop much more than where we are right now, and that is at about 30 degrees or so. So our forecast overnight tonight, cloudy skies, snow continues, heavy at times, a heavy snow morning. In effect, 30 degrees for the overnight low, and for tomorrow, snow will taper off later in the day to flurries, 32 for the high. It'll be windy. Here's the first one, 7-day planner. Thursday, a few flurries a possibility, a high near 30, and then dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We do expect it to warm up a little bit by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday into the 40s. So, guys, the snowflakes are still very big. It's still piling up. Of course, we'll have the very latest on the snow and any possible school closings tomorrow morning on Good Morning HOI.
All right,
thanks, Rick. Well, no one's throwing any snowballs at him.
No, they wouldn't dare.
They could
He's a
have all the
serious
fun.
guy. And despite the snow, it was a big night statewide in hoops. We'll have high school highlights.
Jim Matson will also have Bulls Knicks highlights up next in sports.
At Stage, we're all about giving. Jewelry, sterling silver birthstone charms, the gift of the season. A beautiful collection of sterling silver jewelry. It's all 60% off, including glittering bracelets. At Stage, sparkle her season with jewelry. Save time and charge it. Guess watches at Stage. And right now is the perfect time to give a terrific Guess watch to everyone on your list. You'll find the most up-to-the-minute selection of Guess watches at Stage. We're all about giving. Guess watches.
Steak, burgers, and milkshakes. Good enough to name a restaurant after.
Our federal government shows great disrespect for the taxpayers and working families. First, they've raised taxes too high. Where two parents are working, one of them's working just to pay government taxes. And after raising taxes so high, they effectively just give it away, often to politically connected interests. I don't think that's right. And we need independent senators in Washington who will stand up and speak out against that kind of disrespect for the taxpayers and working families.
He's in Tucson, I tell you. Ah, what do you know? Well, I know enough to pack the list in the sled. Oh, well, then, why didn't ya? Because it's not my job. It's not my job.
Still need cellular? Get a Motorola Teletak 250 phone and 1 month's service, plus a total of 720 minutes of local airtime with our holiday gift pack. Visit 360, the cellular store, today.
When Christmas shopping comes around, I go to Walmart. I can get everything from our decorations to the kids' toys, anything that I need.
I more or less push the cart.
I do the work. Bill supervises. We've got children spread all over this world, so if I find something that's really neat, I'll just buy like half a dozen. I love to find a great deal, especially at Christmas time. We get the stuff, box it up, out it goes. Walmart has helped me save money for 30 years.
Now, HOI Sports with Sports Director Jim Matson.
Hello, Heart of Illinois. The Bulls taking on their big rivals, the New York Knicks. A lot of people think it's the Knicks' turn to win the title, but tonight the Bulls make a statement. Number 23 makes a statement. He drives through the defense for the bucket. Michael had 29 points. Later, it's right through the Knicks defense again. We'll show you this one a couple of times. The beautiful drive, hang, and shot by MJ, as only Air Jordan can do. 29 by Jordan. The Knicks tried to frustrate Jordan. Watch late in the game. At the bottom of your screen on this highlight, Chris Childs will fire the ball at Jordan, and Jordan wants to beat the living char out of him, but yeah, he restrains himself at the final moments. The Bulls are easy winners. Last night, well, the big celebration was in Peoria. Tonight it's at Northern Iowa. They mobbed the floor after Northern Iowa stuns Iowa. Guy Rucker gets the dunk here for Iowa, but in the second half it was all Northern Iowa. DeJuan Finley, the three-point play. And Northern Iowa beats Iowa tonight. A shocker. Also tonight, Evansville gave Indiana all they can handle. Chad Hollander scores the bucket, turns around, steals the inbound, scores the bucket. I'm sure Bobby Knight appreciated that. Later, Andre Patterson will hit the jumper, and Indiana wins by a dozen. IU a winner over the Valley. Iowa loses. Elsewhere tonight, Toledo and Wisconsin in overtime. Wisconsin's a winner. My dad's a happy guy. And Texas Tech beat Southwest Missouri. Of course, he's a happy guy. He's got a great son. Tonight at Eureka College, the Red Devils hosting Robert Morris. Eureka will get the outside jumper from Mike Watson, the former Fieldcrest star. Later, Watson will drill the three, but the last score we have, Robert Morris leads the game late in the second half, despite a couple nice shots by Mike Watson. To boys high school hoops now tonight. Farmington is a winner over Dunlap. Now, the only basket we got, some bad weather. We had a hard time getting to this game, but inside, Weber scores for Dunlap, but Farmington wins the game 58-45 Farmington. So Tom Wiersma's boys are still undefeated. Another top Class A matchup has Gridley tonight at Roanoke Benson. In this ball game, Gridley, one of the highest scoring teams in the area, could not find the bucket. A rough shooting night. They had just 37 points. Meanwhile, Craig Jansen inside to Adam Ahrens, and Ahrens works hard for the bucket. Roanoke Benson wins it 55-37. El Paso at Eureka tonight, and Eureka pretty much in control of this game. El Paso does go inside to Dustin Bagby for the three-point play off his own miss, but too much Eureka. Andrew Reese, he's been around forever. The beautiful move through the defenders for the bucket. Later, Dustin Fisher, the steal and the score. Eureka's a winner 69-60. Eureka wins it. Tonight at the Heights, it's Midland taking on the Peoria Heights Patriots, and the mascot enjoying the action from this one. Ronnie Foster, the bucket inside for Peoria Heights. But back come the Timberwolves. Adam Bellensiephen will score on the drive. Bellensiephen's having a great year, and Midland's a winner 72-51. At Tremont tonight, it's Tremont taking on Delavan. Early on, Andy Keller with the bucket for the Turks off the window. Delavan, a very young team. This is a freshman, Andrew Wheeler, with the outside jumper. Then a sophomore, Aaron Wright, the score. A great game tonight between Delavan and Tremont. We don't have a final yet. We'll work on that one for you. Let's go now to girls basketball at Dunlap. The undefeated Eagles were winners again tonight. They begin a stretch of 5 games in 5 days. Tonight, Stacy Trent drills the three for Dunlap from outside the arc. Later, it's the three-point play by Heather Cassidy. Dunlap a winner tonight in this ball game. The Lady Eagles remain undefeated. Mid-state 6th leader Peoria Manual at Pekin tonight. Coach Hendrick's team playing some good ball this year. Lakeisha Adams will get the roll right here. That's the friendly bounce for Adams. Now, Lindsey Robinson will score here for Pekin, but too much Manual. The beautiful drive by their point guard, Mindy Albritton, and Manual wins it 73-40. At Central, it was a big night for the Lions. Anissa Cox will score on the jumper for Central. It was a low-scoring game between Central and Richwoods. Cox scores for Central. Richwoods comes back. Kristen Holman will score on the layup. Later, Lynn Pastusha will score for Richwoods, but Central wins the game. Pastusha will score here, but Central a winner 35-34. It's time now for the Heartstopper of the night, our HOI play of the day. And watch this one carefully. You're going to think I fooled with it, but watch here the check, and the poor guy, Scott Harvey, goes through the glass. Then moments later, it's not a replay. Mr. Harvey goes through the glass again. 2 times in 1 period. Mr. Harvey of Dallas going through the glass. Tonight's Heartstopper of the night. Truth be told, the real Heartstopper was us driving to all those games tonight. Go to bed, folks. Don't drive around. It's nasty out there, but we'll try to check that Tremont final score for you when we come back.
I'd like to get a camera on them. Thanks, Jim. Well, still ahead, Rick's coming back with a look at that snowy 24-hour forecast.
He'll tell us how much of the white stuff we can expect to get coming up.
Gotta be right for the loves of your life. Gotta fit just right. Gotta light up the night. Got to be just right. It's got to touch the hearts of everyone in mind. What a fine idea. And just in time.
You've got all your favorite people. Bergner's has all their favorite things.
It's my favorite time of year.
Make your holiday list, then head to Menards. Find great gifts, including showerheads by Teledyne Waterpick. This model is only $14.98. This flexible showerhead features 6 relaxing settings, $29.97. Give a skilled power tool to the handy person on your list. Circular saws are just $32.98 after rebate. Powerful jigsaws, $49.96. Find great gifts and holiday trimmings at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
There's a new liberty at work in the heartland.
The Liberty Link system from Agrivo with genetic intelligence that makes Liberty Link corn resistant to broad-spectrum Liberty herbicide. It lets you control more than 100 broadleaf weeds and grasses fast and with no crop injury. So your corn gets a strong head start for optimum yields. For optimum yields, it's the Liberty Link system.
Today's stock quotes brought to you by SEPQ Financial Services Incorporated.
I'm Mark Howard. I'm a personal injury attorney and I help people present legitimate claims. Please call me to discuss yours.
Attorney Mark D. Howard, setting the standard in injury law.
When you evaluate the hybrids you plant, you think about how they come up in the spring. You reflect on how they look through the summer. Most importantly, you watch how they finish in the fall. And as farmers monitor their success in corn, one number keeps coming up. Hasbro RX601, working for you.
And now we want to send it back out to Rick Kirby with the latest on our storm tonight. Rick.
Hi guys, the snow continues to fall. Big wet snowflakes. Looks beautiful in the Christmas decorations out here. But of course, it's the roads we're concerned about, and because of that, a heavy snow warning has been issued for most of our viewing area for tonight and early tomorrow. Here's what it looks like across the viewing area and across the Midwest tonight, where we have many watches and advisories in effect tonight. Well, there's the forecast for tomorrow. All of this snow will taper off and turn to flurries by late in the afternoon. 32 for the high. But again, tonight the big snow, and closer to morning we'll see some heavy snow. We do anticipate quite a few snow closings, especially in outlying areas, so stay tuned, guys. We'll keep you posted. Meanwhile, the snow continues to pile up. Back to you.
But right now, no school closings for now, just the Mount Holly Bridge Club calling off for tomorrow. We'll have that on Good Morning HOI, as he said. And you have some updates for us.
No bridge, huh?
No bridge.
Tremont beat Delavan. The Normal West boys lost, and the Cubs signed Jeff Blauser. So thoughts of baseball to brighten your day.
All right, that'll be nice. Thanks, Jim. No bridge. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
And be sure to join Mark Joseph and Claudia Lane for all those school closings and Good Morning HOI at 5:30. Good night.
What do you call low 2.9 financing on nearly every new 98 Ford car and truck in stock? You call it great rates on 98s. That's right. Your Ford dealers revving up the holiday season with 2.9 financing on every new Ford Escort, Contour, ZX2, Taurus, Windstar, Ranger, Explorer, F-Series regular cab, and more. 2.9 on a dozen of the most popular Fords, or cash back on select models. Get even lower 1.9 financing on select 97s. Get your great rate on a 98. But hurry, see your neighborhood Ford dealer today.
Saturday, December 13th, it's a special holiday present from the Rivermen. Straight from the film classic Slapshot, it's the Henson Brothers, live and in person. If you think the movie was fun, wait till you see what's lined up for Saturday night when the Rivermen take on the Johnstown Chiefs. The Rivermen will wear special replica jerseys of the 84-85 Turner Cup Championship year. Those jerseys will be auctioned off following the game, sponsored by Caterpillar.
When your goal is excitement, give them a shot. The Rivermen are ready.
We're WHOI for the heart of Illinois.
Choices and lots of them. We've got it at K's Merchandise at guaranteed low prices. Get a great workout with the Weeder Butterfly Weight Bench Combo. Includes 100-pound vinyl weight set, only $79.97. Or get the 2-horsepower Westlow Cadence 885 treadmill with auto incline, thumb pull sensor, and cushion deck, sale $348.84. Purchase a DSS system and subscribe to DirecTV's Total Choice program and receive 18 pay-per-view coupons free plus a $75 instant rebate. Choices and lots of them make K's a little different and a lot better.
Dodge Ram gives you the most powerful overall line of pickup engines on the planet, including 2 even more powerful V8s, the most powerful diesel, and the only V10. You'll be glad to know we also worked on this, making it easy to answer the oft-asked question, wow, what have you got under there? Dodge Ram. The rules have changed.
Here's my idea. Help me find gifts for under $30.
Hey, Richard! How are ya?
Hello.
By the way, Best Buy idea box coming through.
Whoa.
Grab one of these.
I love
Vacuums.
Dustbusters.
Clean your car out.
Music.
Video games.
No, this is not.
That's under 30 bucks.
Wow.
A CD player.
Very cool.
Headphones. Computer software.
Perfect. Woo.
Richard, sit down. Those are under $30. Can you believe that?
Gifts under $30 at Best Buy. Now that's a great idea.